we start the way we start. Rita Yoku just registered, so I'm sure Esther Yoku's in the maze. Roberta from Jollyphonics just registered. Malik just gave us the name. Mami Efua from West Hills Mall. Thank you, Malik. Interesting. Interesting. Folks, until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. And you know, I'll say that again. Oh, there's Yogu. Says Nana, I'm listening, Pa. The family's doing well. Thank you very much, Yogi. Folks, I said until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. Hello and welcome to the most opinionated hour on radio and the nation's thought-provoking hour. Another wonderful Monday to perform radio's all-important ritual. This ritual, folks, stimulates the spirits of red, gold, green in us. It brings together that patriotic spirit. We drop all our labels. That's just one of the rare hours that we're able to drop our labels, and then inspire ourselves with that dying wish to see Ghana in that positive life. That spirit is awakened in us just this hour. So if you haven't been tuning in, you should be. Folks, I am Nana Ansah Kwao IV, Chief of the Little Republic of Akwemu Edumasa, the only republic within the republic who refuse to leave the republic. And I call this ritual, That's My Opinion. Now today's topic is talent indeed. Talent indeed. Folks, many times people have asked me how I come about the topics. Every week, week in, week out, you're able to come about some topics. Well, folks, it's from daily conversations, as in current affairs. And then sometimes we pick it up and try and look at an angle that hasn't been looked at or hasn't been, emphasized on too much. Then we bring it on board. If it's been beaten and flogged, we just drop it. From passions, things I believe in. I believe in a cause. Create a show out of it. I bring it out, so we discuss. We agree, we disagree. And then from talking to people, and sometimes, people would call and actually give you a topic to talk about. They will come and they will have a specific topic and say, Nana, I want you to talk about this. Sometimes they're quite interesting. So other times it's only good on the telephone. If you bring it on radio, it will just die. But sometimes, folks, you be talking to people and making an actual conversation, right? And they say some things in passing. Sometimes they're not aware. And I just latch onto it, thinking that's an issue to be expanded. And so today's topic came about when I was speaking to a gentleman called Richard Suleiman of the Morgan Group of Companies. Richard Suleiman, the Morgan Group of Companies. Now, interestingly, we were talking about child marriages, and the issue of talent came about. I buried that aside since it wasn't the main topic then, but I knew that I had to bring it on board, expand it, so we talk about it. We can then agree, disagree, as we have always done. So, thank you for talking to me, Suleiman. He's a very passionate guy. Those of you who know him, very, very passionate guy. Folks, now don't get me wrong when I say talent indeed, with that condescending sound. Talent indeed. I have not changed my position with regards to enhancing talent and promotion of skills and vocation and science and technology. No, it's still deep within me. But let me also use this opportunity to thank the organizers of the National Maths and Science Quiz, which has generated so much buzz. And I think it's just a positive buzz. And to all those who are doing such like-minded shows, I want to say thank you. Thank you. Probably on behalf of Ghana, I say thank you. Folks, you see, we all love a bit of recognition. People want to be recognized in whichever field and area they find themselves. They just need just that little bit of recognition. And more so when you are young and going through puberty and going through life's hoops and jumping over life's hurdles, when the whole world is against you as a young man or a young woman. I hate my dad, I hate my mom, I hate school. You seem to hate you even hate oxygen when you're going through that phase. You want a bit of well done and a bit of pat in the back. Well, that's why schools will organize speech and prize giving day, it's to boost morale. Those who did well get a book or something, and then those who didn't do well hopefully will be inspired to say, well, next time I want to be the one to be called, to be recognized. Now, see, that's why sometimes, some students, when they fail, they can't make that academic mark, but are also desperate to be recognized, become a little bit of a truant, so that they can also be recognized. Why a rebel, dress some way and skip school and come late and, go up against the school system, something just so that because the more recognition you get, the more you are attracted to the opposite sex, whether you like it or not. And growing up, you want to also, you don't want to be seen as the nerd. And since, the recognition is mostly given to those who are academic inclined, those who are not, seem to miss out. Now, somehow, and I don't know the history to this, but you see, when television became common, maybe this is it. I mean, I'm not certain, but but this is what I think. That when television became common, when it's not just GBC, and those of you, big who wouldn't know, but you turn on the TV about 5:30 and you sit there and wait, and it just beeps for the next 30 minutes. It just beep until 6 o'clock, and then the TV starts, and then you have TV till probably about 10 o'clock, and the TV goes off. But then, we were blessed with abundance. TV became common, not just GBC. So now there's competition for eyeballs. Every TV station wants more eyeballs. So then we needed to be more imaginative with contents. We started promoting talent shows, which caught on. And in order to catch even more eyeballs, we included children in this. However, folks, most of the time when we say talent, then mainly it's about singing and dancing. Most of the time when we say talent shows for children, it's about singing and dancing, yes, rap, dancing, and occasionally some recitals. Now, before I go on, I'm not saying that if you can dance or sing or recite, there's anything wrong. Indeed, if there were any competition that I had to enter, I'll probably have to go in there and recite something, because I can't sing to save my life. I can't dance to save my life, weave, nothing. I'll probably just go there and say, look, let me recite something, probably watch a film, memorize it, and come and pour it all down and say, hey, Akwaye Bruta. That would have been mine. However, folks, my fear is that the airtime, the focus, the energy on these makes it seem as though that for one to have a talent, they must sing or dance. Folks, it is as though for one to have a talent, for one to have the attention and the recognition, you must be singing or you must be dancing. Some of the boys seem to think the improper dressing that goes along with the rap culture is the norm because you seem to get some sort of an attention there. The girls are also slipping into the culture of very little clothing. Oh, yes. Slipping into the culture of very little clothing, and we see them in all the music videos for one reason or the other. Girls in music video have to appear in lingerie. And we are also giving them the needed attention. They get the airtime. And now with social media craze where everyone is literally a media house, it's even worse. The more outrageous, the more attention we give them. Folks, without condemning singing and dancing, are we in danger of pushing maybe a little bit too much of the young ones towards this angle where they all want to sing and all want to dance in a developing country? Folks, we are a developing country. If all our youth want to sing, dance, and rap, we may be missing the point. So without condemning singing and dancing, folks, can we add coding of computers? Can there be a talent show of coding of computer coding or computer wording, those who do the things behind the scene on the computers? Folks, can we have a kids talent show on sewing where maybe the age limit is maybe 16 or 15 or whatever it is, who come on the show and design their thing and sew something? And we give them the same recognition, the same airtime, the same presence, and the same checks, and all these big media houses and all these big telcos, giving this person who wins this sewing something. So that if there's a child at home somewhere who can stitch and sew, does not feel left out thinking that, sewing is not the in thing, and let me just keep quiet, and if I can sing and dance, I'll be better off. Folks, can we add carving? Can we add some of these modern trends, these robotics? Folks, can we have a competition in robotics? How about inventions even? We don't care. Anybody who thinks can invent something, we have a show on inventions. You invent something, or you come on the show and invent something, and we grade you and give a first prize and give checks so that people, the children at home, who could maybe sing and dance but can also sew or can also do robotics or something, will now channel their energies somewhere else and think, listen, if I can create a robot that can pour a hot water kettle or something, I don't know, you can do something. Because that's where the world is moving towards. But if we are putting all our kids and all the energy and the focus seem to be a little bit more on the high side, on the singing and dancing bit. Now you see, I'm stressing it, and again, not wanting to condemn it at the same time, but I'm just trying to say that if we give an equal balance, maybe other children who have other talents, maybe somebody can even come up with something which I haven't even thought of, maybe a different sort of traffic lights. Maybe a different sort of traffic light that can tell when there's a lot of traffic on this side of the road, and so give them a bit more time on the green than the side that hasn't got too much traffic. So they will program it in a way, and they'll come. And we will praise them, bring them on Joy FM, take them on Joy TV. these big telcos will give this guy a check, and then somebody at home will say, that's the way it is. Let me tell you a story. I interviewed my good friend, Inusuf Husseini, right? Now, he said when he finished sixth form, all the way back in the northern part of Ghana, he hadn't been to Accra before, but he had passed, and he came down to Legon. He had gotten admission to Legon. And when he was coming, he had no clue what he would really want to do. So he's come to Legon, he's just sort of going to get himself registered and find a course to do. And then he met a student, a female student, whom he knew back in the north, I think Navrongo Secondary School. And so he asked this lady, what are you doing? And the lady says, I'm doing law. He says, Nana, I can speak far better English than this woman. So if this lady is doing law, then it means I'm okay. So he went, registered as a law student, became top in his class, and did very well, and is still excelling as a lawyer. What I'm saying is that if we promote some of these other talents and give them all the glory, there will be people in corners thinking, something, I can carve fair better than this guy. I can design a better robot than this person. I can do this. And therefore, don't let me bury my talent. Let me bring it out. Now, I don't know what your position is in this, but I am, quite concerned. I am quite concerned that when we say talent, it shouldn't always be that we're expecting people to come and dance or people to come and sing. Couple of times I've seen children being asked to play instruments, which I think is good, because at least you're going beyond and actually learning the music itself. Playing an instrument. But folks, I am saying that electricals and plumbing wear and all these things, I'm sure if we have a talent show and say, look, this is it, I want you to mold this pipe in that way, or I want you to wire this thing so that the bulb will come on or go off when you clap your hands. Something, folks, something. So that people do not bury their talent because they don't see it being glorified anywhere. They don't see it being glorified anywhere. And when I say talent, I don't want anybody to just bring some milk, car, or disgusting. Hey, why are you? No. We must also encourage them that, listen, whatever it is you bring in, the finishing should be right. The edges should be rounded off. Let us, imbibe in them that don't just do any biara chance, why are you? No. Work on further, you can do better. Let's try that and see. Let's try that and see how many talents we have out there. Let's try that and see how many talents we have out there. So I'm urging all our big media houses and even traditional rulers. Anytime there's any festival, Miss Edumasa, miss that village, miss this village, miss that village, they'll come and walk up and down. Hey, I'm a one. That's it. No, can we have, instead of just miss this person, actually come and give them maybe 6 or 8 sewing machines, maybe give them an hour to say, look, sew a shirt, let's see who will come up with the nicest shirt. Let's promote real positive things. So it's always beauty this, take off your dress, beauty this, dance, rap, kai. Sa, we are not helping. I don't know if we are choosing the easier option or if we are all just blinded and following this route. But I am saying, from the traditional sector, from the media, from schools, let's find these other talents which are not just literally reading and writing, but those who can make things and create things and form things and give them recognition. I don't know, maybe you agree, Maybe you don't agree, but we'll do it agreeably. It's 0302 216 541. 0302 216 541. Okay, so who's my first caller?
Good evening, Nana, the great king. I hope you're doing well.
I'm very well.
This is Ajima Joseph Tema.
Ajima, let me hear you.
Yeah, Nana, when you started, I was trying to find a way to disagree with you.
Mm-hmm.
But after you landed, I could see that there's no way I can disagree with you. Because, Nana, I had even wanted you to make your point. Is it talent? I wanted you to ask the question, is it talent?
Well,
though entertainment is good, but if the focus should be on dancing, singing, and concerts, it's good. Sometimes it helps us to laugh, to release stress. But how beneficial is to us? There are a lot of things that people should do for us to know that the technical education is having a good result. There are a lot of challenges. These are politicians who travel to outside and they can't come with any innovation to help our country. And we always employ the expertise from outside to come and do something here. But when we are trying to equip our young guys to be innovative, then we go for only the entertainment. Even for that side, they say reality show. Is it rare that what we are giving to a person, like this is the prize given to him because he has won? Is it a reality that a person has really won something? Because if you give the airtime for people to go and buy the airtime to vote for Protestants just because family member a friend, and the person comes out to be the winner, is it reality? And God bless you with such a wonderful topic.
God bless you too. 0302216541. Hello, who's talking to me?
Hey, good evening, Nana.
Good evening.
Please, my name is Edmond.
Hi, Edmond.
Okay. Yeah, Nana, thank you so much for this great program. You know, I used to watch these talented kids and all that. By a point in time, I get so fed up with the kind of materials they are trying to produce that a boy at the age will come and stand, a primary age will come and stand in front of everybody and be rapping. I wonder if that's really a talent. I don't know where I want to go with that thing in the first place. Remember 2019, Methodist girls won robotics competition, the whole world. What has happened to those girls right now?
Very impressive.
As I said, just last year, they won another coding competition, not only Ghana, the whole world. And New Jersey was the second. Even now, the students in New Jersey, they do celebrate it. Where are our girls now? So we have a lot to do. If we really want to develop, it is not about shouting. It's not about recital and all that. We want something that we can play sounds on. Anyway, thank you.
I thank you too. 0302216541. Hello, who am I?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Nana.
Yeah,
I'm Nana Kwao.
Nana, let me hear you.
See, my mother just left, said that some girls have won some coding competition, right? As a nation, you know,
robotics.
what advantage has we taken of them? Nana, just like you said, everybody is rapping. That's not to say rapping it's also a talent on its own. But right now, the truth of the matter is, people want to survive. Do you understand? People want to survive. if there were the situation that, like you said, all of these aspects of talent are being given attention, that we can see that everyone is flourishing, I'm sure those of them who have them too will be encouraged to adhere and make it manifest. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But if you're not paying attention to it, look, if rapping is also a talent. If somebody does not even know how to do it, the person will go and learn because say, you'll be shown to the world, and gradually you will get some money to survive. So who is to believe? It starts from somewhere.
Yeah.
The genesis of this, Nana, is not right now. But the question is, where do we start? Because it doesn't look like nobody wants to start. That's why when we claim these Ghanaians who are born and bred outside the country and they are doing well and they come in, we are trying to claim them. I mean, the way I think they're bombing, because if they were here, they would be useless. But we took quite be close, and they've nurtured that talent, and now it's bear fruit. The Ghanaians want to claim them. But if they were here, they would be useless. And that is the fact. So who do you blame?
Thank you very much. It's true, right? People who do maybe arts or business here and want to enter medical school, they will be rejected. They would fly out with the same degrees, go get their medical degree and come back, and then we accept it. Isn't it amazing? Hello, who's talking to me?
Yes, this is Adam.
Hello, Adams.
Yes.
Let me
Please, may I know the radio station?
This is Joy FM, please.
Joy FM, congratulations.
You're welcome.
Yes. I don't listen to radio, but this is the first time listening to radio.
Well, we are grateful you tuned in.
I'm happy listening to your program. Yes, we are for talent, and I'm not well educated, but I can few things. I know it is my talent because I've never follow anything or maybe.
I'm really losing you. If you can position yourself well for me, please.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're breaking up. Let me try again. Try again. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I've never followed any master to learn my music work. Now I'm able to do music work, win contracts, build myself, and that able.
Oh, your line. I really want to hear your comment, but your line is so bad. I mean, look, everybody's tiling their house these days, right? Everyone is tiling their house these days. I mean, can we have a tiling competition? Get some group of tilers together and say, look, tile the house. Look, I wanted to do some stone work in my at the palace, right? Stick stones on the wall. And so the guy came, and I was so impressed that his apprentice is a guy who's in Cape Coast University. And then when he breaks on holiday, he comes to this, stone guy to do his apprenticeship. And unfortunately, when I was told that, he's, at Cape Coast University, and because school was on holiday, that's why he was there doing his apprenticeship. He had already left the palace. But, I would have encouraged him so much. But I mean, can we have a tiling competition? Where we give a group of tilers some space and say, look, tile here. Let's see how creative you are. Let's see how neat your work is. Hello, who's talking to me?
Yeah, hello, Nana.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, you said it. Just on point. The way you have to say it and the way you always do it. Yeah. So let's not even go far. This spelling bee that we do.
Yeah.
The spelling bee by Miss Manson. How far have we gone with it? There are children who can spell very, very well. Mm-hmm. We can chance on this, use them, and even get laurels out there. Not even just that. What's it called? Debate shows or something. We can just be creative and, empower our kids at the right, using the right means. Not just singing, dancing. You said it all, Nana. You said it all.
Thank you very much. Now, let me throw this in. This is just a caution to the wind. Recently, they were doing some debate thing, and this is my own media house. We were doing some debate thing in Kumasi where the schools were doing debate, and I really love debate. But I just felt sorry that they were laying too much emphasis on the time rather than delivery. The whole idea of debate is delivery, how you deliver it. But they were laying too much emphasis on the time. So the kids were because they had to pack everything in a very short time. And I thought, you could have just let them deliver. But hey, we're talking about talents today. Hello, who's talking to me? Hello?
Hello.
Good evening, and who's talking to me?
Yeah, I'm Samuel calling from Ashamai.
Samuel, let me hear you.
Yeah, Nana. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Yeah. The problem I have is, if you can see, the whole Ghana do not have television station for our kids. Because if you tune in the television stations in the country, you could see that all the contents are for the adults. The kids are watching it. So, partner up with such a program is very, very, very good. May God richly bless you.
God bless you too for even tuning in. Eunice from East Legon, good evening. 0302216541 said it's sheer exploitation for money by organizers and sponsors. Most of the participants belong to the poor in society, doing anything to survive. Exploitation galore. Some of these event organizers don't even pay their taxes. Good evening, Eunice. And hello, who's on the phone?
This is Adams again.
Adams, let me hear you.
Can you hear me?
There's a better line, yes.
So I was making a comment about me being amazing.
Okay.
And I can see it's my talent because I've never been an apprentice or been in any school. But I'm able to build. I can build for people now. So I can see when you guys can organize a talent show about let's assume technically or anything technically, we will be very happy.
And I couldn't agree with you more, Adam. I couldn't agree with you more. 0302216541. Hello, who's talking to me?
Yeah, Nana, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is Kofi from Tema.
Kofi, let me hear you.
Well, once again, interesting program that you're having. But for me, I mean, the signs are just so clear as to why we are not serious as a nation. And you nailed it. I mean, you just nailed it. Here we are. Coronavirus hit us. Instead of thinking of vaccine, put people together, scientists. We are talking about Sputnik V, and that has taken all our time. The president spending energy talking about it, finance minister talking about it. Nobody's thinking about how do we allocate resources to researchers to produce vaccines. No science competition. How can they think if this is what they want to do? Still everywhere. So the minister for science, what is his or her role? I mean, sometimes you just wonder. People just came up, they are saying robotics, methodic girls, they want it. Have you heard even the media, the journalists, even today, journalists want to just feast on our taxes. So you have the Chairman General Commissioner Kai, now part of the board of the NPA.
Oh, but there's no, there's nothing wrong with that. Are you saying he's not capable of being on the board? Of course he can be on the board, so don't say that. Good evening, Nana Ansah Kwao IV. This is from Odote Ni Odote Inkomwa Doriampo. Every child is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb trees, it will always live his life believing that it's stupid. Albert Einstein. Talent indeed. Odote Ni Odote. Hello, who's talking to me?
Yeah, this is Martin Fiano.
Matt, let me hear you.
Yes, your program is really very educative. And I hope you continue to do it and encourage more people to listen and become more creative.
Thank you.
Now, it appears as if our creative talents really teach children to imitate instead of coming out with their own talent. So we tend to reward imitation, but not creativity.
Yeah.
And as you are pointing out, we should divert into other areas where the intellectual aspect also comes in, so that it becomes broad-based. But it appears as if we always concentrate on the performing arts area. So
I agree with you, because you see, most of these people singing and dancing and doing this would normally, particularly the singing bit, you always have to come and sing. And sometimes they actually sing like, so somebody will come and sing just like Sarkodie. And if you were to turn the TV, the pictures off, you probably think it was even Sarkodie, just a mimic. I mean, if I could say mimic. And just like the guy just said, so you're not even, praising creativity, but just praising mimicking. Hello, who's talking to me?
Nana, good evening. This is Jackson.
Jackson, let me hear you.
Yeah, Nana, thank you very much for this program. May God be with you always. Nana, please let me ask you this question. Do you think our leaders think about all these things you'll be saying every Monday?
Well, we all want to hope so. We all want to hope so.
Nana, sometimes when I sit and I think about all these things, I feel pity for my children's future. I heard that America is saying that by 2030, they want majority of their car they are going to use electricity. Are we thinking about those things like the way you are saying? See, our vocational schools in this country, some of them don't have the things they have to use for the practical. Nana, something I feel like I have money. My children, even crèche in this country, they won't go. They won't go. I feel pity for this country's future.
Don't lose hope, my brother. That's one of the most dangerous things to do, is to lose hope. Hello, who's talking to me?
Yes, this is Timo.
Timo, let me hear you.
Yes, I first of all want to congratulate you for this show. I listened to you carefully and I realized what I've been talking about for some time now, Sally, what you're talking about. I went to school to study art, but I'm so good with computer. I have never had any classroom to study IT or something. But I'm so good at it, able to write mobile app. My junior brother has interest in what I do and want to do the same line. And we've run around the whole country, trying to, just because he did not do elective maths or physics, he can't get access. Meanwhile, if you give him computer right now, he can write a code, do something. We are not here in this country at all. You see, thank you very much.
I thank you too. Those are some of the things I'm talking about, because I mean the new world is all about this coding and tweeting, and that's the new world. That's the new world. So if competitions are into these areas, and then the other children who can sit at home and think, I can do better. The initial Fuseni syndrome. So if you're doing law, then why can't I do law? And truly, he became, excelled in law. So like I say that if we highlight these alternative talents, there will be people out there watching, thinking, say, wait, I can sew better than this person. Hello, who's talking to me?
Yeah, this is Robert.
Robert, let me hear you.
Nana, there's this video making rounds on social media of a university student who is contesting for an for SRC position and his interview. I looked at it and people are surprised that a university student can go that low in delivery. It is everywhere. I'm not mentioning a name, but a radio station in a university hosts a political program on a weekend. I listened to them and it was more like some street boys doing comedy. Have no command over the English language. A university student, I was appalled. Wow. We are not lifting the English language above our language, yes, but at that standard, you expect that one will exhibit a level of control. But this is where we are. If we are buying passcodes for SHS students to write exam and pass, and we will make that we will add that to our CV, that is what is going to come.
I thank you very much for tuning in, and I thank you very much for listening. On the phone, who's talking to me?
Sly.
Sly, let me hear you.
Good evening. Nana, you see, let me give you a specific example right now. It happened recently. You see the Olympics. We were expecting the Ghanaians who participated to win gold, right?
Yeah.
You ask them, when you, I wish you can get some of them and ask them the kind of preparation they had before going to the Olympics. You will be sad. The whole nation, you will be sad. The kind of preparation the nation gave them before they went to the Olympics. Yes, we were expecting gold for them. Nana, I'm watching news right now. There is a guy who is an amputee who went to Tokyo 2020 and won some medal for Ghana. And when he was training, just right now, I'm watching it on the news. In his behind of the gate in Futromu and he has put in a bed there, jumping high jump. That's where he's training. Somebody who has won something for the country. It's not if it's true. Tokyo 2020. Look at where he's training. This is how we treat talent in this country. So who do you blame? Nana?
Who do you blame is the big question. Well, I wasn't sure how this topic was actually going to be received. I was not sure. But I am glad, we are not saying if you sing and dance, you should be crucified. We're not saying if you can sing and dance, there's anything wrong with it. No, not at all. All we are saying, to those promoters, the big boys, to say that, listen, the world is about coding. The world is about building. The world is about technology. Everybody in the world, nobody, no matter how high-tech we are, we never walk out naked. Everybody, one way or the other, is clothed. And so, can we have competition in all these aspects of our lives? Woodwork. Can we have competition in woodwork? Can we have a competition in woodwork? Can we glorify these Methodist girls who did this robotics that people keep talking and talking? They won in the whole world from Mamfin. Dr. Yurinchi was a guy who was leading them. I think Dr. Yurinchi was a guy leading them. Robotics, the whole world. Omramufai. There should be from shows to shows, from TV to TV. There should a flag cram. What you see, when you do those things, it's not necessarily for them, but it's for those at home who think, oh, wait, I can do better. And then you excite people. Like I said, speech and sprite giving day to excite everyone. Well, folks, last week, all my two side chicks had their birthday. So it was a heavy week for me. Wednesday was the princess. Sunday was mom. So happy birthday to Nyami and Nyonyam. Happy birthday to Nanessa. My two side chicks, if I call them. But I want to take this opportunity to invite you all, because I have been invited on the 22nd to be the chairman. Chairman, the Presbyterian singing band. So it's the 65th anniversary National Convention and Thanksgiving. And I'm the chairman, and that's the whole Ghana Presbyterian singing band. And I'm going to do this research because I think my grandfather introduced the bongo drums into the church. I think so. Until maybe it is not just, it is by faith that I have been called to chair this event. So I'm extending invitation to all of you who listen to. That's my opinion. Udo tell you have to be there 22nd. Yeah? All routes lead to Chebi. 9 a.m. sharp, we are all there to go and support them. It'd be nice to see a couple of people walk up and say, "Oh, Nana, hello, I had the invitation on air and that's why I came. I'll be very glad to see you all." So the 65th Anniversary National Convention and Thanksgiving, Presbyterian Church of Ghana Singing Band Union. Yonkodo Biakoye. Another means many brism. Yonkodo Biakoye. And one day I need to come and tell you my history with the Presbyterian Church. Theophilus Opoku, who was the first black ordained minister in Gold Coast, then Presby Church. Then the Reverend Sintim Isa, who served 12 years as a moderator. So I am a blue blood Presbyterian. On the 12th of September, believe it or not, the choir have also invited me to chair it at the Kropong. So I wait to see on the 22nd, Abeku was on the ones and twos. Anodam is standing by to give you the bulletin. And Kofi is coming. I like Mondays because he comes and brings the gospel so that we can reflect and enhance all the other talents we have out there. And if we can't think of any, just ask them to create something so we judge their creation. My name is Nana Ansah Kwao IV, Chief of the Little Republic of Akwemwedu-Masa. And folks, until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. Next Monday, we'll be back to do this all over again.